Hello everyone. So this is a nice picture, isn't it? Sitting on a beach, looking out at the ocean with your computer in hand. It looks like a nice lifestyle, doesn't it? So I'd like to introduce myself to you. My name's Kevin Templeton. I'm the owner of Nick Management, Inc. and Builderall304. And today, in this presentation, we're going to talk about Builderall304. So, what is that I'm going to present to you today? Well, first of all, people call me a life coach. I look at myself as a mentor, but I've been called a life coach for many reasons, but I think I'm more of a mentor, and today I'm going to mentor you and talk to you about multiple streams of income. So what is multiple streams of income? Well, it can be many things. The first thing is a stream of income is a job. And hopefully you go from a job to a career, and then from a career to an investment, where your investments are making money and working for you. You don't have to go out and work anymore. Your investments are making money for you, and basically you can retire. What age you can retire at is going to depend upon you and the decisions you make throughout your life. So we're going to talk about, we want to end up in a lifestyle, okay? And you have to work to do it. So how do you get there, right? How do you do it? Colin Powell once said that a dream doesn't become reality through magic, okay? Unless you hit the lottery. That's what I tell people. It takes sweat, determination, and it takes hard work. So the thing about a job, and I'm going to talk about the bad before I talk about the good. I like leaving on a positive note. With a job, you have to work 8 hours to get 8 hours pay. That's a bad thing. You only make money while you're at work. So if you go to work, you punch in, and you're there for 8 hours, and you punch back out, that's all you're going to get paid until you come back the next day and punch in, work 8 hours, punch back out. So that's a bad thing. Most likely you'll never be able to retire from a job. Okay. Jobs normally don't pay that great. They have zero to crappy insurance and everything else. So a job is, not too many good things about a job. But the big thing about jobs is that if you have a job, your mom and dad is going to be happy. Because without it, they're paying all your bills. Okay, that's just all there is to it. So a job pays your bills is a great thing. Okay, gives you spending money to go and go to dinner, take your woman or your man out to dinner or something like that, or just it gives you some pocket change to enjoy your life, right? And it also, the greatest thing about a job is it gives you some security. It lets you know that, hey, tomorrow I'm going to have money in my pocket to do whatever, pay this bill, do this or that. So it gives you the security knowing that you got that income coming in. So, so definitely having a job is a great thing. Not so much a good thing. It's a great thing to have a job. Do not want to diminish a job at all. Okay. But we don't want to stay in a job, okay? And how do you get to a career? Well, today's thinking is you got to go get a college degree. College degrees are one of the mainstream steps into getting a career. So, but they're very expensive. The bad thing about getting a career in some avenues or roads you take is higher education is very expensive. Okay, you'll rack up unless you're on scholarships. And I went in the military and got the GI Bill, and that's how I went to college. So it was pretty much paid for, and I highly suggest that route. It was a great thing, and I appreciated all that. So, but most people don't have that luxury. Some do, but not all. And so you're going to rack up a lot of college debt. Okay, and mommy and daddy are going to pay probably a good chunk of money for your housing and stuff like that. And so it's very expensive to get a higher education. And in most careers, require you to work longer. Most of the time you're going to be a salary worker and they're going to work you to death. Okay. And the work that you do, you may not even like. So a career, you got to pick very wisely the career path that you take. Okay. The good things about a career is normally the job pays better than the career job pays better than just a regular job most of the time. Normally a career has better benefits than a job. Okay. And almost always a career, a true career, will allow you to retire comfortably. Compared to a job, you probably won't get to retire at all. But I want you to know that not all people have to go to college to get a career. One thing I really preach is welding. You can go through a trade school when you're in high school. You can go learn to weld at a trade school. And being a welder is quite lucrative, actually. I pulled up this screen, and when you look at this, you think, well, $23 an hour, it's not all that great, right? But the biggest part about this trade is unions will pay for you to learn the trade, to get certified in it. And if you're in a career, and if you go to college, make sure you go through college and end up with a job, a career that requires a license or a certificate or something like that, because those things are what going to make you elevate in the money. Plus, it takes out everyone else with a college degree, but they don't have that license. So there may be 1,000 people with a college degree, but only one person has a college degree plus a license. And it knocks out everyone else except for that one person. So if you go through college in a subject or a career path that comes out with at least a certificate, and you want a license to do what you went to school for. It just eliminates everyone else behind you. So, and what's good about a welding job is the unions will pay for you to go to get these licenses. So check in on that. I think that's a great thing. Healthcare. I can't speak enough about going into the healthcare sector. If you want to go into the radiation therapist, they make great money. Okay, it's a great job. Welding, you're in dirt and elements outside and all this and that. To where if you're a radiation therapist, and there's other avenues in the healthcare to take. This is just one of multiples of many. But as this little thing here came off the internet, so they're just talking about what's what they make. It's basically $75,000 a year. Well, that doesn't mean that's what you're going to make your first year, but as you go, that's about where you can end up in a few years, around $75,000. It only takes an associate degree. Now, this is the key. That associate degree is going to end up, and then you're going to have to go take your license and all this and that. So it eliminates everyone else with an associate degree, and it puts you into that license area, what I was just talking about. Unless someone has that license to do the job, they're not going to be able to do the job. So really, it's just that's what you're looking for if you're going to go take the college path. Okay, the welders, you still have to have the license and all that to get to certain levels, but the unions will pay for that. And this being a 2-year degree will help you out on not taking in a lot of college debt. It's a big issue in today's world. Okay, so you want to start at a job. I say start mowing grass when you're 12, 13 years old, whenever you mow your neighbor's lawn and stuff like that. Work toward a career, okay? And like I said, make sure that career is in something that at least requires a certificate. I tell the story real quick about people that, like caregivers. Caregivers, if you just go and take care of someone, make between 8 and 10, 12, 13, 15, somewhere in that neighborhood. But you go get an LPN license, and now you elevated yourself up because you got that license to maybe around $15, $16, $18 an hour. You go on, become a nurse, and now you're up in the $30, $40 range. And if you take that up to a nurse anesthetist, you're talking, $250,000 a year, somewhat. Nurse practitioner, I mean, they're out there, you just elevated yourself. But the only problem with those jobs, and it's well worth it, I'm not like being a dentist. It takes a fortune to become a dentist, but you're going to make a fortune in money. So it's worth it. You have to look back and say, okay, how good of a student I was in high school, and you have to dedicate yourself to do well in school, okay? We'll talk about that in other presentations. So you ask yourself, once you get a job and you start a career, you're going to have a little extra income. So what should you do with that extra income, really? Well, you want to start multiple streams of income out from your income in your career, okay? So, and you ask, how do you do that? All right, that's where you go. You start a business. And I would like to introduce you to a business called Builderall304.com. If you go to Builderall304.com, you will be able to take a 7-day free trial and check out what I do. I am an ambassador with the company, and that just really means I'm a recruiter. I look for people that's wanting to get into the business, and the business is selling websites, website hosting, and internet marketing platform. Okay, so you said, well, that really don't sound all that exciting. And how do I sell these? Who needs a website? Well, everyone needs a website. Okay, Facebook is a wonderful thing, but it's not a platform to do e-commerce. Okay, it's a good way to promote yourself, but it's not a way to do e-commerce or even do your brick and mortar. But every business, whether it's online or off, brick and mortar or whatever, needs a website. Okay, you need just a simple website just so people can pull you up on their phone, on their smartphone, or on the computer and find out where you're located, what your phone number is, that kind of thing. That's bare minimum, but every business needs a website. Okay, it's a massively growing business, is websites. Okay, everyone needs one. So, and every website needs a hosting service. And Builderall304, we provide that. We provide the hosting service for the website. And and every business needs to have a marketing strategy. They need to be able to promote themselves so people know them. Without a marketing strategy, your website just sits there and does really nothing for you. So the $1 million question is do you think you can sell websites? If you think you can sell a website, and this is a website builder, and it's a drag and drop, and when you go to Builderall304 and you take the 7-day free trial and you watch the tutorials, you'll understand this is just a drag and drop, and you literally just have to know the parameters and the process, and once you learn that, you can build anything. So, but this is a drag and drop website builder. It is its own hosting service, meaning you don't have to go get another hosting service. It's got all the tools for your internet marketing platform. So you can take a strategy, a marketing strategy, and take off from it. So this has everything. The only thing we don't have or we don't do is domains. You'll have to go get a domain from Namecheap or GoDaddy or something like that. We don't sell domains, but we can cover you in everything else, okay? So the big question is, do you think you can sell websites to other businesses? If you said yes, congratulations, because that's really the biggest part, is if you think you know, a lot of people, this is a salesman, you know, lady thing. You have to go out and sell, all right? You don't have to physically go knock on doors. You can do it online and stuff like that, promoting your stuff, but you have to work, okay? That's part of the job. But if you think you can do it, and get out there and talk to business owners, because you know, a lot of people say, well, I've already got a website and I've had this website forever. All you have to ask them is does your website bring you new customers? And I don't know what the percentage is, but a lot will tell you, no, it really doesn't, you know, and that's where you're going to be able to sell them Builderall 304 quickly, okay? Because you're going to teach them how to work the platform so it brings in them new customers. And new customers means new money. And new money means, you know, make mommy happy, you know, that kind of thing. So if you think you can, that's the key. That's the action. If you think you can do it, if you got that salesman mentality in you, this is for you, okay? Now, like we talked about the bad and the good and stuff like this, what happens? Once you join Builderall 304, you know, your eyes light up. Like, where do I go? What do I do? Okay, so that is where Builderall 304, Kevin Templeton here, comes into play. Okay, I'm a mentor. You know, a lot of people call me a life coach, but I'm a mentor. I'm someone that's going to take your hand and say, look, this is what the process you need to go through to succeed in this. And I think that's something that you're going to need, especially in the beginning. You're going to learn, you're going to be put on a task system where you're going to have to, I'm going to tell you, you need to learn this, you need to learn that, you need to do this and that. And it's all going to come together. And then I'm going to teach you to go out and do presentations, talk to people, talk to businesses, and get everything, you know, going your way, building that ladder and earning that residual income from the platform here. So check out Builderall304.com. I think you're going to be really impressed with it and get excited. Take action. I always tell people this, you know, without a action, there's never going to be a reaction. So you're just going to stay idle. I got a 7-day free trial. Go to the website, take the 7-day free trial. It's absolutely free to you. There's no cost, no obligation. It's there for you just to check it out, okay? So definitely take advantage of that. No harm, no foul. Now, the thing of it is I want to take it one more slide here, because if you have a job, you're working toward a career. And once you get that career, you take your extra money. Instead of buying that big expensive truck or big expensive car, you invest that money into a business. This business, Builderall 304, is one multiple stream of income. Join Builderall 304 and we'll go through some classes and talk about other multiple streams of income, okay? So, but the thing that really is going to do it is having a lifestyle, okay? This lifestyle is all about when you have multiple streams of income and you're at the point where your investments are working for you. Whether if you get sick from your job and you don't, you know, or if you get fired from your job, these other streams of income is going to keep coming in. You're not dropped to zero all at once, okay? And that brings in all, you know, brings you to your chi, okay? It brings you to a point where you feel comfortable. You know, if something happens, your company you're working for goes under, you still got other streams of income coming in. So, but you have to work. That's really the bad thing of anything. Unless you hit the lottery, you're going to have to work, okay? Unless a rich uncle dies or something. But you have to work, and you have to work hard. So nothing comes easier, or you have to work at it. But the good thing of it is when you build these multiple streams of income, and Builderall 304 is going to be one of your multiple incomes, because The reason for that is because I'm going to teach you to go down the path of building an online store and selling products online. And Builderall304 is going to give you that platform to have a website and all this and that. So definitely take the opportunity to check Builderall304 out and take that 7-day free trial. And I appreciate your time. And the last thing I'm going to tell you is, please take action. Take that 7-day free trial and just check it out. So thank you so much for watching this presentation. If you have any questions, go to Builderall304 or go to my web page, my Facebook page. If you go to Builderall304 and go to my Facebook page, you can contact me that way. So thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you.